So that's where we're at. We're gonna haul the boat out. We're gonna drop the oil out of the bottom of the sail drives. The difference between those of us that make mistakes and those that try to correct them is large. It is engine work day today. This is one of the last things we have to do before we set sail, and as you can see, our engines are off their mounts, disconnected from the sail drives for a few reasons. The sail drive is essentially the transmission, and at the bottom of the sail drive where it sits in the water there's a seal, which we always replace, and at the top of the sail drive, since it's full of oil, there's also a seal, and the top seal has been leaking on both sides, so we're replacing the seals. So yeah, we're doing a bunch of stuff to the engines just to make sure that they are fully functioning for our transatlantic crossing and beyond. South Africa is a great place to do diesel work. There's a lot of diesel generators, a lot of diesel machining, like mining equipment, so there's a lot of good diesel mechanics in South Africa. I'm also putting in a oil pressure gauge and a temperature gauge, which is going to get run to the helm station so that we can monitor the health of our engines essentially. And they are getting on in age, these engines, but they're still doing well. I really love my Yanmars. You can find Yanmar parts all around the world. They're small, they're reliable, they're just, I don't know, I just really have found the Yanmars from experience to be excellent engines. So that's the plan today, is get these engines back together, and that finishes all drivetrain issues. Oil pressure and temperature. So we got two gauges. They're gonna sit right there for each engine. We've had this is the exhaust elbow, which is where it connects to the exhaust hose, and these were checked and welded. It's incredible how much abuse these exhaust elbows take. I mean, you got hot exhaust gases, which are corrosive, combined with salt water mixing right here. So the small inlet right here is where the salt water comes in, and the big inlet is where the exhaust fumes go out. So it's pretty intense, this mixing elbow. But they're all fixed up and ready to go back on. And then we just gotta connect the oil pressure and temperature sensors, connect the engines back to the sail drives, and hopefully we'll be ready to go. So we're hauling again today. This is what is in our sail drives currently. It is premium gear oil by Quicksilver. It is rated as a API GL-4. This is what's supposed to be in our sail drives. It is Quicksilver high performance gear lube. So it's pretty similar. They're both gear lube. One is a premium and one is high performance. This one, the high performance, is also API GL4. Now, the difference between the two may not be that large, but when you start up the engines, the premium gear lube starts to froth and create bubbles. And that is a big concern, because what can happen is the oil in the sail drive can expand, and then it forces the bottom gasket out, the bottom seal, and the top seal. And then you get water into your sail drive, and then, well, you're kind of effed. So, engine and sail drive. If we open this back here, so those bubbles right in there are the concern, because they get more and more bubbles the longer the sail drive runs, increasing the pressure inside the sail drive, which then potentially could blow out the top and the bottom seal, meaning water could get in, or we could lose all oil and make it inoperable. So that's where we're at. We're gonna haul the boat out. We're gonna drop the oil out of the bottom of the sail drives, put the plug back in, and then put new proper high performance gear lube in there from Quicksilver. That was recommended for the sail drives. Now, I'm not gonna say who it was. It wasn't me that put the premium gear lube in. So we all make mistakes, and the difference between those of us that make mistakes and those that try to correct them is large. In this case, the mechanic has said, nope, this was my fault. I'm going to fix it and make sure it's proper before you depart across the Atlantic. And you don't always get that with trades, especially in South Africa, I find. So I just want to acknowledge that, you know, you can't get annoyed or mad or anything in this scenario because it's just being made right. Everyone makes mistakes. We're all human, and we're going to fix this. It's just a quick hang and hold. And thank you to the Royal Cape Yacht Club for our membership here, which really reduces our haul out rate. You know, without that, it would have been a bigger problem. So yes, we are in a good spot, but that's why we are hauling today. When you drive through any marina, it's kind of sad to see how many boats don't ever get used much. Only a few of these yachts are out sailing regularly. Most just sit there waiting for their owners to show up. Owners busy with everyday stuff like jobs, kids, and all sorts of commitments. These boats are like dreams, just waiting for a chance to set sail. Check out this view. That's Table Mountain at the back, the symbol that everyone knows means Cape Town, South Africa. Pretty amazing, right? Over here on starboard are new dreams taking shape. These are new leopard catamarans that hit the water in the last week or two. They're being prepped for their new owners, folks who've got a dream of their own.
You can't drain the sail drives on our boat fully unless you haul the boat out of the water. Not the greatest design. It's caused us problems before, but now it's causing our mechanic this time problems, which is hard. But we're getting it fixed, and luckily they could accommodate us just for a hang and hold. It should only take about half an hour. So, gotta get off the boat.
You're famous now. You're YouTube famous. What am I signing?
You're signing your life away. Don't worry, we'll look after.
If you drop it, you're not responsible?
But yeah, we do feel guilty though. But it never happened. It hasn't happened yet. I don't say it would never happen.
Good on the last one.
Try the owners look good.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, we're good to go.
Yeah.
Sign my life away again.
After like next time. Don't worry, just relax.
Don't worry.
Chill, go. Hey.
Up and into the air.
Mom.
Tell me, what were you asking? Why do people work on boats all the time? Why are there lots of boats with people working on them? We are trying to do our last load of laundry, and unfortunately here at the Royal Cape they're down to one washer and one dryer, and the dryer needs to go twice, which is like 2 hours of drying. Oops.
No.
And so
No.
we are chilling in the laundry room while Nahoa is hanging up out there getting the sail drive oil changed.
There is really no other effective way to fully drain a sail drive. You have to pull the plug at the bottom, let the oil drain, and then refill from the top. And it begs the question, why even bother having a sail drive? And the answer to that is engine placement. Due to the 90-degree gears inside the sail drive, manufacturers are able to place the engine at the back end, the aft of the boat, allowing for way more interior living space. Literally just docked, and I'm checking on the sail drives, and they look like there's a little bit of foaming, but it is not going up in level, and it's minor. I think this is quite acceptable. This video is sponsored by Surfshark VPN, and very appropriately so because it was uploaded via Starlink. Starlink has completely revolutionized life aboard Nahoa. I'm not going to get into exactly how it works, but it is satellite internet. So I went onto the Surfshark website to see what the outside world thinks my location is. So right now the outside world knows I'm on Starlink and thinks I'm in Nigeria. This means that the data is traveling from my boat up to a satellite, over to Africa, down to Nigeria, and then going on to its destination. With Surfshark, I can instantly change my location and connect to my home country. Also, if I want to do some web banking, I can do that securely using Surfshark VPN. I simply open the Surfshark mobile or desktop app, pick a country, and now there's a secure connection from my boat to the bank in my home country. No space alien or person in Nigeria can intercept my confidential bank information. Right now, if you sign up with the code Nahoa, you get 83% off plus 3 months for free. There is a money back guarantee, so this is absolutely risk-free. Do sign up. I'll put the link in the description below. We use Surfshark all the time, including using Starlink. It's awesome.
Now is the time where you go around because we're leaving an area where it's very easy to get things.
It's called the land of plenty.
It's like civilization, see you later kind of thing. Anyway, so what are we getting here?
We're getting a bigger Bosch battery for my...
Oh, he wants to have power.
Are you gonna let me talk? No. This is serious. We're getting a Bosch battery for the angle grinder in case we lose our rig.
Oh, that's actually pretty good. We need that.
Gloves, vacuum bags.
Good luck with that one.
For electrical cables, USB-C charger, expanding foam, dehumidifiers for when we haul in the Caribbean. Lots of stuff.
You never want to run out of toilet paper. It'd be a nightmare.
I think we got him. High five. If Ashley takes me shopping and the kids are with me, this is the aisle I hang out in. I've never been told off. I guess you're supposed to try them out, right?
One thing I've done this time, which is different than most times, is I've actually been, every time I go to the grocery store, I've been buying like a little bit extra. And then I pack it home in the buggy with the children, a little bit extra. So every time I'm on the buggy, I'm like trying to like battle all this stuff.
You're battling?
It's like, the stuff is like tumbling off the buggy and it's a pain in the butt. And I have 2 screaming children usually, and you know, life's great.
Look how far away it is, and it's blowing all the little tags right here. I think this is going to be our outdoor air conditioning. We are literally wearing puffy coats, but we're going to buy a fan because our fan died that we had in, we bought in Thailand, and head in the tropics. It'll be really hot in a matter of weeks here, so. Can you hold? It's for you.
Oh, thank you. Is that my birthday present?
Yeah.
Okay, keep it in the trunk, please.
Isn't it awesome? Look at it.
They only had the floor model, hey?
Yeah. I got 100 Rand off.
Woo. Good one.
Need a beer. Provisioning is the most exhausting part of a passage.
He complains bitterly about all the work he does and doesn't ever. He went to the shop for the first time, I think, in like 3 months the other day. He's like, it's a long way. And I'm like, yeah, but you weren't even pushing a buggy and you didn't have 2 kids. I think this is awesome. I think we're 92% there.
What?
I have no fresh food. I just realized I have no fresh food.
It's blowing your hair from all the way over there.
The Thailand fan also did that, but I have to say it's much smaller.
And quieter, I think.
I think and quieter, yeah. Maybe we can have a conversation while it's on. That's a good plus. And it works.
I want to say almost all long-term cruisers have big fans in their cockpits because that's the only way to air condition the outside, and they work. They really do work. The other thing we're doing is buying. This is just a small sampling of what I've bought here in South Africa. These are dehumidifier or moisture absorber little thingies, but basically when we get to Grenada, we want to be able to set up our boat, pull it up in the hard, and leave. Kids always interrupt the filming. They're cute though.
Provisioning, shopping, fun part. Putting it all away and finding a home for everything on your boat, challenging part. Not the fun part.
Oh, you got a lot of ketchup.
That's Willa's fault. Every time we go to the store, she like throws it in the cart and sometimes I don't notice. This is an owner's version. So there's not even a bed in this forepeak. So that means I have one single bed to do storage under, and Ben has taken that over with parts and spares and tools. So this is where I get to store all the food. Like basically any can that we have on the boat for this giant passage will be in these two pockets of bilge. The good kind of peanut butter is the kind with sugar, apparently, and I only buy the non-sugarated kind because I feel like it tastes great anyway. But now we have the good kind, guys. We're all set. We can leave.
I want an anchor.
You want an anchor?
Nice. You did it.
Well, I don't know.
It's another week of waiting.
Dude, I'm so stressed out about that. Every time we say we're leaving next week, the next week closes off and then we don't leave. And then we're here another week. And it's getting serious.
So this is the problem. This is where we are. And these are all lows coming in. And every time there's a low, if you zoom in, you get smacked with headwinds until the low passes. Like maybe there, you have a chance. That lost boat. But by the time you get far enough north, you're going to get smacked again with headwinds. So we are seeing this high pressure ridge develop, which is keeping the lows further south and far enough south from Cape Town, our departure here, which will allow us to get north and get on this side of this high, which means we'll get following winds. So there is hope in the forecast. Probably about another 3, 5, 6 days.
Yeah, we'll give you an update on, I think, the day we're leaving.
And yeah, it'll be 6 weeks of sailing.
At least.
Not non-stop, but definitely it'll be a 6, I think more 8 weeks of crossing of the Atlantic until we get to the Caribbean.
Yeah, it's a long ways, right? Because it's not just straight across. It's like quite a bit north.
Yeah.
Bye for now.
Bye.